Tough choice with Kazeem, Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.
Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your blessed and highly favored host, Kazeem Rahman, here at the Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman podcast. On the hot seat today, it's me again. It's me and you. From now on, matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the guest is you, all of my fans. Well, let me not call you fans. We have a community. We're not just fans. I be responding sometimes to your emails because sometimes you just send me questions that either we've done before or we're not doing them on the podcast because they're just way too nasty, right? It's like, would you rather suck your dad's dick or do this and then? I'm like, what are you talking about? Can you send me a question with some substance? No low-hanging fruit here. We are highbrow as we talk about the dirtiest would you rather questions. You know how we do it here, guys. We don't really waste any time. The game is tough choice. You must pick between the two choices. You get one pass. You get one pause. You must explain yourself. Now, let's start the show.
Let it begin. Let it begin.
Would you rather have voting become mandatory with a prize for participation or optional but with a requirement to take a short political knowledge quiz first? Okay. I would say mandatory. Here's the problem with the political knowledge quiz, because if you know your history, you know that after the Civil Rights Movement was passed, and even though African Americans had the right to vote, in some states, they were required to pass a test. Just the black people, by the way. White people didn't have to pass any test. But they would test the black people on the weirdest things. Like sometimes the test really was how many jelly beans, really, look this up. How many jelly beans are in this jar? And if you get it wrong, you can't vote. And that was the test, right? So I know I just burped. Hopefully that's not on the recording, but we'll see. We'll see in post. I know that that's not what this political knowledge quiz is, but I don't even want to get close to what that is, right? And also, I genuinely think voting should be mandatory. I think that there should be a penalty for not voting. Maybe not a mandatory, but maybe like a tax credit, right? Listen, you can get $300 from the government. You know, matter of fact, you can get $500 from the government if you vote. $500, right? And you have to vote in all of you have upwards up to $500 because some people don't vote in like special elections and, primaries. But if you do all of it and you submit it, that you submit proof, then yeah, you can get a prize. You can get up to $500 on your taxes or $500 check rebate. Not even your taxes, because I don't want it to you have to file every year or whatever. No, just submit it in, submit proof, right, that you voted, or we can just have on the record that you voted, and then you get money mailed to you, mailed to your voting address, mailed to you, right? Because that's what I think should happen. I think I'm going to go with voting is mandatory. I want voting to be mandatory, right? It's not even that I think any one side is going to win if more people voted. It's more just, I just want people to be more aware of what's going on. That's all I want. Just be more aware of everything going on around you. Because, listen, man, if you don't vote, voting's going to get you. And that's just me. Would you rather eliminate crime entirely, but everyone must follow a strict curfew? I'll take that. Or reduce crime by half, but everyone must wear body cameras in public? Ooh. do I want a curfew? We don't have like a number. Let's pick a number. If the curfew was everyone has to be indoors by 9 p.m., but crime is gone, like there is no crime, you could leave your door unlocked, the kind of crime. Would you do that? Would you do that? But everyone has to be indoors by 9 p.m. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that by 9 p.m. Listen, I'm a family man now. I'm in bed by 10:30 most days because I got to wake up early because I have work to do. But if I had to be indoors, also guys, remember, just maybe this is just me, but as a stand-up comedian, that limits my ability to make money. Right? If I have to be, that means the shows have to be done by 8 because I need an hour to get home. I need 30 minutes to decompress, 30 minutes to get home. Sometimes it takes way more than an hour to even get home. So the shows have to be done earlier than that. So I don't know. This is a good question. But if crime is reduced by half, but everyone must wear body cameras, honestly, we might not do a constant choice anymore, but I might incorporate this as a constant choice. This is a good question and I'm going to save it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pass. For the first time in a long time, I'm going to pass on this question only because this is a very good question and I'm definitely going to use it again for another podcast. So would you rather have kids who never throw tantrums but can't sit still, or kids who are incredibly patient but only want to play hide and seek all day? Kids who never throw tantrums but just they can't sit still. They're always jittering. They're always up. They want to play. Or kids who are incredibly patient but only want to play hide and seek all day. Listen, first of all, I'm going to shake the hand of every producer in this room right now because this is ridiculous. These questions are hard. These questions low-key are a little too hard. But we'll talk about that. Don't worry. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're not changing anything, but we'll discuss. All right. Honestly, I'll read it again. Would you rather have kids who never throw tantrums but can't sit still? They never throw a single tantrum. I've never seen a tantrum where I'm not just scared for some reason. Like when you see a child throw a tantrum, because especially if they get on the ground. If they're on the ground and they're flailing their arms, it's just like, what are we gonna do? Like, I'm embarrassed for the parent. And sometimes the parent doesn't even care. The parent's just on their phone, right? If it's a black parent, they get snatched up fast. If it's a white parent, the kid is on the floor for a while. But that's neither here nor there. That's none of my business. I will say this. If they never throw a tantrum, but they can't sit still, that's a lot to deal with because they just want to run. They just want to play. They just want to dance. I can't. I don't think I can. But if they're incredibly patient, like they sit still, they're very patient, right? But they want to play hide and seek all day. I can't play hide and seek all day. All day, I can't play hide and seek because then they're going to be hiding. I don't know if you've ever played hide and go seek with a child. When the game is over, it doesn't mean the game being over doesn't mean that they're done. Right? Sometimes they just say, hey, hide and go seek, I'm going to go hide. And they just go and hide. And then you're just on watching TV and you realize, oh, snap. He's hiding. He's hiding. He's gone. Where is he? Exactly. Now you got to go find a child. Nah, can't do that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the never throw tantrums things. I hope I'm not going to want to punch a kid in the face for not being able to sit still, right? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was definitely one of those kids that wasn't able to just sit still anywhere in a classroom. So that's why I got in trouble a lot. But look how I turned out, right? Having my own podcast. Would you, hold on. That deserved one of those. Would you rather earn $1,000 for every time you jump rope for 40 minutes without stopping, or $50,000 for standing perfectly still for 2 hours? Man, these questions are good. $1,000 for jump roping for 40 minutes without stopping. I can figure that out. 40 minutes is a long time, but 40 minutes I can do. Think of it this way. Now, okay, I'm thinking it's like walking, right? If you walk for 40 minutes, is that hard? If you're walking, not if you're jogging. I know sometimes people are like, oh, I can't jog for 40 minutes. One, you can if it's a light jog. You'll be fine. But also, if you are just walking on a treadmill, just walking, just a brisk walk, right? Maybe a speed walk if you want to break a sweat a little bit, right? You know what I mean? So 40 minutes is not a long time. 40 minutes is basically an hour episode on TV if you take out the commercials. That's 40 minutes. So every time you jump rope for 40 minutes without stopping, every time we ask the question, how much time, we say 2 years. No matter what's going on, every time we say, how much time is that? 2 years. For how long is this situation going to happen? 2 years. That's all we say every single time. So 2 years is the thing. So for 40 minutes, I have to jump rope. And every time I do that, I get $1,000. Or I can sit no, not even sit. $50,000 for standing perfectly still for 2 hours. I don't think I can do that. Only because I'm a fidgeter, right? You'll see, if you ever see me somewhere, you'll see me like bounce my leg, or I'll like scratch my hand, or I'll like, try to pop my knuckles, and I can't. So if you're telling me $50,000, I'm not going to lie. If like $1 million was on the line and you told me to sit still, to stand still, I'm going to try. I'm still probably going to fail, but I'm going to try it. I'm definitely not going to waste my time doing the 50,000 for 2 hours, because I can get 50,000 in a couple days and break a sweat and build my cardio up, right? And, shed some fat with this jump rope. So I can do that. I'm just going to do I'm going to do the jump rope. It's going to take me, I'm thinking like maybe two months to perfect the 40-minute jump rope with no stopping. But after I perfect it, it's over. After I perfect it, it's over. Would you rather start a business where your product changes to match customers' dreams, or one where your profits grow based on how much customers laugh? I am a professional comedian. My profits are going to skyrocket. I'm not even going to sell anything. Would you rather start a business where your product changes to match the customer's dreams, right? They're going to buy it because it matches their dreams, or one where your profits grow based on how much customers laugh? That sounds like a comedy club. That's what it sounds like. Your profits grow if people are laughing. That sounds like a comedy club. I'm going to start me a comedy club. And I'm going to, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna do a comedy club, because if the profits grow just based on how much customers laugh, I'm just gonna get a hot dog stand and put it in like a very crowded area, and then I'm gonna do comedy outside the hot dog stand. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the easiest thing to do, right? And I know people are like, why don't you just open a comedy club, right? Or some people are like, well, no, I wanna start a business where my product really changes lives. I wanna match customers' dreams. Yes, cool. But does it mean they're gonna buy it? I don't know. I know I can make somebody laugh though. If you think you can sell someone their dream, okay, go for it. But I know for a fact I can make somebody laugh. That is not a hard thing. Would you rather own a company that creates invisible products everyone needs, or one that produces dazzling holograms people want but don't need? I'm gonna create the holograms. If people want it, then they want it. Then they're gonna buy it. Right? No one needs a Ferrari, but Ferrari's not going out of business because people want a Ferrari. I'm going to sell Ferraris. That's what it sounds like. Dazzling holograms people want but don't need. That sounds like Ferraris. Now, would you rather open a company that creates invisible products that everyone needs? Ain't nobody trying to buy anything invisible. Yeah, I need this. And it's basically essentials. You're selling essentials and that people need, but they're all invisible. No, that sounds stupid. That sounds really stupid. Why would I do that? Why? You're telling me you need this stapler? Well, it's invisible. Okay, I put it down once. I'm not one of those people that can put something down and I know exactly where I put it. I don't even know where my phone is right now. And I'm in a very small, well, not a small office, but I'm in an office and it's not that big. It's not like it's the Taj Mahal of offices. I have no idea where my phone is at this moment. I know I put it down somewhere. I'm looking around. I don't know where it is. So what would happen if my phone was invisible? What would happen? What would happen if this stapler, if this iron, all the basics, if this phone charger was invisible? Everyone needs it, but it's invisible. No, thank you. I'm going to sell these Ferraris, dazzling holograms people want but don't need. I'm going to hire me some salesmen and I'm going to figure it out. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time that I introduce to you guys a new segment on Tough Choice Podcast. 1 second. New segment on Tough Choice Podcast. It is called Celebrity Showdown.
It's time for a showdown.
I'll say it again, Celebrity Showdown.
It's time for a showdown.
Now, similar to Black Excellence.
Great is perfect.
Well, Black Excellence was only for Black people, and I only let Black people play. So, we have retired Black Excellence.
Great is perfect.
And now we have Celebrity
It's time for
Showdown.
a showdown.
I will pose a situation, and you tell me which celebrity is this more likely to be. Today's celebrities are billionaire Taylor Swift and billionaire, almost billionaire, icon Beyonce Knowles. Most likely to secretly eat an entire birthday cake by themselves, Beyonce or Taylor Swift? I think most likely to eat an entire birthday cake by themselves. I would say this is more Taylor behavior. Only because she writes so many breakup songs. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I'm pretty sure she's eaten an entire birthday cake by herself already. So I wouldn't put it past her to do it again. Just saying. All right. Most likely to accidentally text their ex after a big awards show. Taylor Swift. I don't even think it'd be accident. I think she would let everyone think it's an accident, but secretly she'll probably just act like she was a little tipsy or something like that, and she'll be like, "Yo," and I don't think basically I think both of them would text their ex. I don't think either of them would be positive with it. I don't think either of them would be even remotely positive, remotely nice, right? I'm pretty sure it'd be more of a, hey, I won something. Look what you're missing. That's what it would be. That's who it would be. And who's more likely to do it? I think Taylor. I think Taylor's more likely to do that. But that's just me. That's just me. Who would you think? Email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Most likely to start a spontaneous dance off at a kid's party. Honestly, I will say this. If no cameras were around, I think it'd be Beyonce. Beyonce seems like she has fun at parties. If cameras were around, I definitely think it'd be Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift wants people to believe she has fun at kids' parties and stuff like that. Taylor seems like the person that's just in the back talking to all the moms on how to make the proper oatmeal cookie. I don't think she's dancing, battling a kid. Beyonce, I'm pretty sure, has done it before, so I don't think it's a far-fetched idea for her to do it again. All right, just saying. Last one, most likely to wear pajamas to a red carpet event and own it. This is kind of hard. I don't know why I feel like both of them have done this before. Beyonce or Taylor Swift? I think Beyonce would more likely do that. I think Taylor Swift would more try to dress like in ball gowns or like some like skimpy dress or something like that, show off her legs. I think Beyonce would be like, yo, I'm going to wear these pajamas. I'm going to wear my heels. I'm going to tie my hair up, right? And we're going to whatever award show this is. I don't think it would be like the Oscars or like the Grammys, but like, listen, the VMAs, I think Beyonce can show up in pajamas and be perfectly fine. Just saying. All right, that was the first ever Celebrity Showdown.
It's time for a showdown.
Let us continue. Would you rather, where are we? Boom. Boom. Would you rather have a backpack that creates a picnic anywhere you go or a blanket that changes its texture to suit the weather? I'm going to go. I don't like. Both of these imply that I have to be outside in like a nature kind of thing. Do I love nature? Not really. Not really. I don't make that a secret here. I drove to LA from Houston, Texas. It took me 2 days to get from Houston to Los Angeles, California. I've seen every mountain I need to see. I've seen every majestic mountain I need to see. Just saying. So, what do I want? I don't know. This is an interesting question. Backpack or a blanket? I'll do the backpack only because the backpack is more like a family thing. I don't really need the blanket. Blanket changes the texture. How do I say this nicely? I'm never going to be outside that long where I need a blanket that to change or it's going to be that hot, right? It changes with texture. So I'll define that for people just in case they don't understand what it is. So if a blanket changes its texture to suit the weather. So if it's cold, it's nice and fuzzy. It's warm. It keeps you warm. If it's hot, it's more like reflective. It keeps you cool. It keeps the sun away, right? It'll probably get a little more thin if it's hot, right? Or like reflective, more like, foil if it's hot than if it's cold. Just saying. And if it's like raining, of course, it protects you from the rain. If it's snow, it keeps you warm and it keeps you dry. Things like that. So some people might want the texture blanket because they do a lot of camping. They do a lot of outdoorsy things. Cool. I want the backpack, right? Because what I want to do, take my family to the beach, have a picnic at the beach, pack everything up in the backpack, go home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to be out that long for me to suddenly need the blanket. All right, last one. Would you rather live in a house where all the furniture floats or one where all the furniture slides on tracks like a train? If my furniture's on the floor, I'll take it. If my furniture's on the floor, I'll take it. Okay, what do we mean by floating? Let's set the rules right now. What do we mean by floating? Can I also say again, and I know I've been saying this the whole podcast, but man, these questions are hard this time. You guys are good. You guys are getting way better at this. All right. What do we mean by floating furniture? Because that's a very important question. Floating furniture. When we have to when we set this rule, we're setting precedent for the future Tough Choice episodes. So when we say how high, let's say 1 foot, right? And in the future, I'll make sure all the questions have how high, right? It floats on the ground, right? 1 foot may be too easy. Let's say 2 feet. The furniture is 2 feet off the ground. Floating furniture, right? What counts as furniture? Beds counts furniture. Tables, chairs, right? Do I want to count TV? No, but if you have a couch, then yes. If you have a dining table, if you have a coffee table, yes. Just saying, right? Now, slides on tracks like a train. It's not moving. You would have to move it, but it slides on tracks like a train. So it can only be in specific areas within your home. So do with that what you may. I'm going to take my furniture on the floor. That's what I want. I can't have furniture floating in any capacity. I don't care how high it is. I can't have my furniture floating. Just saying. Guys, that was our episode. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman podcast. I've been your host, Kazeem Rahman. If you have a tough choice question, you have a subject for Celebrity Showdown, you have a what would you do, or a something's gotta go, or if you have just a moral dilemma you want us to consider on the podcast to talk about, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. Our audio engineer is Queezy Leo. You can find him online at AyoQueez. Get at him for all your audio, video, and podcast needs. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's KAZEEM Comedy. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. We are growing and we love it. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You guys have been amazing. Bye. Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. Would you rather? Tough Choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough Choice. Tough Choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.